What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a new look Philadelphia 76ers rebuild today. The 76ers still have a very big question looming. What's going to happen with Ben Simmons? Like, we still don't know, and it's almost seeming like that the Sixers will roll into the season with Ben Simmons on the roster. How awkward will that be? I have no idea. I have, under the assumption that we all know right now, I have a feeling that'd be extremely awkward, but I would have to assume Daryl Morey has been talking with Joel Embiid and saying that, we're going for the big play. We're going for the big play. We don't want to trade Ben Simmons for Brogdon or whatever it may be. They want to go for Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal or whatever it may be. Whatever star becomes available, that's when they want to trade Ben Simmons. Because right now, Simmons' trade value is at an all-time low, so I guess it makes sense in a way, but at the same time, I feel like it's still going to be very extremely awkward. Regardless, today we're going to try to make the best out of this situation. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you have not already. We're on the road to 20,000 subs, and your sub would be greatly appreciated and helpful here. We're like 500 away, man. So, I mean, could we get him for 2K22? It's possible, but who knows? But other than that, let's go ahead and jump into this new look Philadelphia 76ers rebuild. Knowing my luck, as soon as this video is uploaded, Ben Simmons is going to be traded somewhere. But regardless, we're doing it today just because I've been holding off on a few teams just because there's still those rumors floating around. But I just kind of wanted to get it all done now. Like, I'm over it. I'm over waiting. Nothing seems to be happening. I guess Josh Richardson just signed an extension, but that's cool. Nothing crazy there. But I've been waiting for like a Lauri Markkanen trade to happen. I've been waiting for Ben Simmons to be traded. It just nothing's happening. So we're just going to assume that the Sixers are I guess okay, we're throwing into this next season with a Ben Simmons Joel Embiid duo again. Now, how good will that be? I have no idea. Like I said, I have a feeling it'll be extremely awkward, but I guess I would assume that the Sixers want to get Ben Simmons trade value up very high again. That's what I assume is the problem. That's why they don't want to do anything yet. But regardless, you guys know, these first seasons, I don't do anything. We watch, sit back, relax, and see what happens. I guess the only thing I do want to do is I want to shoot Ben Simmons' trade value up, so we want him taking some shots behind Joel Embiid. We want him to be more aggressive, and we need him to do that. We need him to become that good player he can be on the offensive end, and of course, he's still got to show what he can do defensively and playmaking-wise, and then we can trade him in the offseason. I will tell you today, I am not going to try to trade for Damian Lillard today. I've done a lot of Damian Lillard Philly things lately, and I think I've done a Damian Lillard 76er rebuild in the past as well, so I will not go for the big punch today for Damian Lillard, but I may go for something else. It just kind of depends. We'll see. But let's go ahead and submit to the end of this first season, and let's just see how this Philly team's going to do, even though the relationship between Simmons, Doc Rivers, and Embiid could be very, very weird. So at the end of the season, carrying Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid into this regular season went well. We're the second seed in the East. Giannis is your MVP. LaMelo Ball is your Rookie of the Year. Sixth man is John Wall, Giannis Defensive Player, John Morant Most Improved, and Coach of the Year goes to Mike Budenholzer, Michael Meyer Executive of the Year. Honestly, what I kind of predict and assume could potentially happen, as Ben Simmons makes an All-NBA first team, so that's actually awesome. I mean, 24-8. I mean, he didn't shoot, but I guess it just kind of depends how these playoffs go. I mean, like I kind of did yesterday in that Blazers rebuild, I'm gonna let 2K decide my fate right now. If Philly gets all the way to the NBA Finals and we win a championship, why would we split Ben Simmons and Embiid up in this video, right? But if we lose in the first or second round, then yeah, it's time to, do what we should have done. But like I was saying, I assume what's going to happen is that it's going to be kind of like a James Harden situation, like where Houston wanted to trade James, or James wanted out, basically. And the Sixers, Ben Simmons wants out of Philadelphia, it seems like. So basically what I could assume that might happen is that, like, Ben Simmons going to play like a small sample size of games for Philly, and then maybe eventually he gets traded. I don't know, man. It's weird. 24 points, though, from Simmons. 31 from Joel Embiid. 18 for Tobias Harris. And then 12 from Seth Curry. 11, 10, 7, 6, and 4. What I don't think is going to happen, though, I don't think Simmons is going to be traded before the season starts, man. It's looking very, very unlikely as it keeps going, but let me know what you guys think about, or what your opinion may be. But now we get to play Toronto in the first round. So like I said, if we find a way to lose in the first round, I mean, it's definitely time to get rid of Ben Simmons. But if we do somehow win a championship here, I definitely got to think some things over. But we win in 7 over Toronto, so that was very tough, very close series, but we were able to beat them. No Kawhi Leonard to make a game-winning bounce off the rim 3-time shot, so that's good. Now we got Brooklyn, though. Brooklyn's somewhat slept on in the simulation in 2K, so I think we do have a little bit of a chance here. We got Miami and Indiana on the other side of the bracket, so let's see what happens against Brooklyn, as we are going to beat them in 6. So we're in the East Conference Finals, so that's already farther than the Sixers have been ever with Simmons and Embiid. So, I mean, that has to feel good, right? We got LA and Utah. So now we get to play the Miami Heat. Somebody current round against Miami. And we lose in 7 games. So what do you do with that? Like, 1 game away from the NBA Finals. So, I mean, like, come on. Like, do I keep Simmons? I mean, all signs point towards him being traded, right? It's just like a matter of time or whenever it's going to happen. So, I personally don't think I can keep Simmons, but his trade value should be at an all-time high, so that should help, I guess. I guess it just kind of depends if there's a good package out there to be made. Like I said, the Damian Lillard thing has always, like, been a rumor and everything, but I feel like I've done that so many times, and in this new look rebuild series, I feel like I've traded for Dame so many times. It's just like, do I do that again? He may be untouchable right now anyway, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and kind of look real quick, just kind of see. No, he's very available, but like I said, man, I just feel like I don't want to bore you guys with the same old thing, always trading for the same guys. The Wizards actually made the playoffs, so Bradley Beal was kind of my other idea. But maybe we have to get a little bit more creative here and maybe go for something different. I don't know what that something different may be. Maybe it's Jason Tatum from the Celtics. Why would the Celtics do that? They probably wouldn't, but that would be interesting. Or maybe we keep Simmons and try to do something because we were 1 game away. I don't know, man. I have a lot to think about. The only thing... I mean, I kind of like the idea of a De'Aaron Fox coming here. But like I said, man, we got to figure out what we think is best for us. So that might be a tough decision to make. But we were 1 game away from the NBA Finals. So I don't know. Could be something potentially worth going for. But I'm not sure what's going to be yet. Just made something very weird happen. Something that's probably never going to happen in real life. But hey, I did it anyway in 2K. So I just made a trade with the Toronto Raptors. And no, it wasn't for Ben Simmons. We're actually keeping Ben Simmons today, which is just crazy to think about. I feel like every Sixers rebuild you've seen lately, it's probably always, you know, trade Ben Simmons, but I guess we're gonna keep him today. So I traded Tobias Harris, Paul Reed, Jaden Springer, first-round pick for Furkan Korkmaz for Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby, which is well, you might be thinking like, what is actually going on now? So basically, what I thought is instead we could have Fred VanVleet slide to the 2, OG's still gonna play the 3, and we'll have Ben Simmons slide to the 4, and then we'll have where Ben Simmons should be playing, and we could have Tyrese Maxey step into that point guard spot that I think he could definitely, you know, be good at. And we could still get like an even veteran point guard with some of the guys we still have on the roster. So yeah, definitely a little bizarre of a trade we decided to do today, but I decided, you know what? Let's be a little different. The only thing we do need to do though, before we get even further in the offseason is of course, fix Fred VanVleet's peak end age because it's at literally 25 years old. Like, what sense does that make 2K? Like, if there's anything to ask for in 2K22 is just to make the things in the game, ratings, tendencies, peak end ages, make them make sense. That's all I'm asking for. Make them make sense. Literally, you need someone to sit down and look at every single player or get a team to do it and figure out what, you know, what makes sense, because that doesn't make any sense at all. So that's what I would hope out of 2K22. Even if they don't, I don't know, man. Like, 2K22 is just, I don't know, man. Like, we know nothing about it pretty much until, I guess we're not going to find anything about it until the week that is dropping, or my NBA news anyway, which is all I really care about. So, whatever. But we're going to go ahead, I guess, draft a couple of guys here and probably use them in trade. So, send to the end on that, and we'll have, well, I'm going to go ahead and accept both my second rounders. And yeah, I'll accept him. Why not? Player options, Matisse Thybulle, and then qualifying offers, we have none. So for free agency, I mean, we have Andre Drummond's a free agent. We could re-sign him to like yeah, we really don't have a lot of money to spend. So Drummond, I mean, if you want to become our backup center still to Joel Embiid, sure, why not? We'll have you back. Why not? So I know Drummond is not the greatest player to have on your roster in real life, but in 2K, we all know he's kind of OP. But hey, you know what we could do is we could throw together Steph Curry and Danny Green right now and probably get like a $19 million point guard or something, which could be something interesting. I don't know who that would be, but it's another trade we can make this offseason. So who will that be? I have no clue, but I'm actually interested and curious to see what I can find. So there's actually a few guys I'm kind of looking at here. Malcolm Brogdon is a guy that was offered to Philly, and he could be definitely interesting as a veteran point guard there. DeJounte Murray is also another one that wouldn't be too shabby to have. Other than that, the list kind of goes down. Lonzo Ball, I mean, I don't think Lonzo and Simmons could, I guess, make it work. Lonzo's become a better three-point shooter. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of looking towards Brogdon or DeJounte Murray. Who do I want more? I think I want DeJounte Murray more, to be honest. So I'm going to try to make a trade with the Spurs. I understand that the Spurs probably wouldn't want to trade DeJounte Murray, but hey, they would be welcoming Danny Green back, so that might mean something to them. So we could throw Steph Curry and Danny Green together, and then, of course, we're going to have to throw something of value to them. So like Isaiah Joe and like a future first round pick. And then let's see if they'll, yep, they agree. So just like that, we have DeJounte Murray at the point guard. I knew I kind of said I was gonna have like Tyrese Maxey, but I mean, we now have like a interesting, very, very interesting roster going into this second season in the East. And we kept Ben Simmons today, which is just wild. Player progression, let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Joel Embiid, 95. Ben Simmons, 90. Fred VanVleet, 85. DeJounte Murray, 85. So, I mean, I feel like we made this team better, if nothing else. I think we definitely did. We got really close to making it to the NBA Finals in the very first season. Now, in the second season, we could probably get even closer. So, hopefully, that is the case. We're going to load these training camps, and 2K is going to go ahead and glitch here, which is very annoying. I hate it when it does this. I don't know why it does that, but untapped potential, we do have 3 of them. So, we still have some young guys that we could use this on. So I see Matisse Thybulle. I see OG Anunoby here now, which is a guy we could throw it at. And then I also see Maxey, of course, who could be a huge part of this rotation this year. So power ranking lands us at number 3. And I mean, look at the starting 5. It's definitely different. It's different. DeJounte Murray, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Simmons, Joel Embiid. Honestly, defensively, this team is actually really damn good. I didn't even think about that. Murray can play defense. Fred VanVleet can do that. OG Anunoby is known for playing some defense. Simmons, of course, is an All-NBA defender. Joel Embiid, great defender down low. I mean, this team actually is actually kind of nice defensively. So proficiency, we're at 4.5 at grit and grind. So if we went to a defensive system, this should be, I was about to say, this at least should, I wasn't trying to do the 5-star proficiency challenge, but I got pretty damn close to making this a 4.5 defensive proficiency on complete accident. So I do think I'm going to throw this to a balance system, though, just because I think that is the best thing to always run in this game. So, yeah, 1.5 star away from getting a 5.5 or a 5-star proficiency without even trying. So, that's awesome. Well, let's go ahead, guys, and simulate to the end of season number 2. And let's see how this Philadelphia roster performs in season number 2. So, at the end of the season, Trae Young is your MVP. Jabari Smith Jr., Rookie of the Year on the Portland Trail Blazers. Tobias Harris, 6th man on the Toronto Raptors. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player. James Wiseman, Most Improved. And Eli Arnold is your Coach of the Year. Executive of the Year goes to Austin McLeod. So, on your first team, you got Trae Young, John Morant, Giannis, Luka, and Nikola Jokic. So, no Ben Simmons this time, but we did have a lot more scoring help, so that is to be expected. He did make it All-NBA second team, though, so that's nice. And then Joel Embiid makes All-NBA third team. So, our 2 guys are still very, very good. All defense first team and all defensive second team. So, yeah, for what it's worth, we're still a very good team, even with Ben Simmons and Embiid still together. So we are the first seed, 52 and 30. Player stats wise, we had 24 from Joel Embiid, 22 from Ben Simmons, 16 from Fred VanVleet, 14 from DeJounte Murray, and then 13.7 from OG Anunoby, 13 from Tyrese Maxey, and 11 from Drummond, 7 from Shake Milton, and 3 from Matisse Thybulle. So I mean, yeah, I really like what we put together here. 42% from Embiid, 40% from Fred VanVleet, 36% from Murray, 41% from OG, and 37% from Tyrese Maxey. So, all right, well, we get to play Detroit Pistons in the first round. You know, Detroit is not starting Cade Cunningham for some reason. Don't know why that's the case. Actually, quite confused on that. I guess they rather start Killian Hayes and Jaden Hardy. Cade Cunningham is a bust, apparently. Just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Relax. All right, here we go. Somebody current round against Detroit, and we are going to beat them in 4 games. And Washington takes care of the MVP and Trae Young. And now we get to play Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, backcourt. Avdia, Isaiah Todd, Thomas Bryant, LiAngelo Ball. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Rui Hachimura, Montrezl Harrell, Daniel Gafford, Caleb Love, and Kyle Kuzma. So, well, let's see if we can beat Washington here. Similar current round, and we... Wait, were we just up 3-0 and lost right there? Holy moly. That went faster than I could blink. Memphis is your finals MVP, though. Wow, that was insane. I was like, damn, we won this game. I was like, okay, we won the series. And then, at a blink of an eye, we literally just lost 4 straight. I didn't even have a chance to click my button on the controller. Damn, 2K. I thought we had that. I'm like, okay, we won. And then, nope. Wow, okay, well, I mean, whatever. So, let's run it back, right? Like, this team is definitely good enough to definitely run this right back. So, let's see what happens. I mean, we have the 28th pick, staff signing. Doc Rivers, are you the problem? Because we just lost again, dude. Like, what's your issue? I just put together like the best roster you've ever had. I don't know if that's actually true, just because, you know, kind of coached that Celtics team, and he coached some pretty good Clippers teams when he was there, but they never could accomplish anything. But this roster looks phenomenal, so I'm just gonna keep it. And then rookie signing, we got Rick Isaacs coming in. Player options, we'll accept all these. Look at how many player options we got. And then qualifying offers, none. So for free agency, do we want to do anything? Do we have any crazy free agents? George Snang, Actually, I'm going to go ahead and sign him. We'll sign him up. And then we actually have the ability. Let me see. Do I have the ability to use a mid-level? Should I use it is the question. 1, 2. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we really don't need to use our mid-level. I mean, I'm literally comfortable and complacent with just running it right back. 2K definitely, I kind of had a weird simulation there, how fast it went. I didn't even have a chance to stop it, bro. Like I said, it was just way too fast. But I'm predicting this third season we get what we came to do. So let's go ahead and look. Power ranking Lens is #1. Like, this team is the best in the East right now, best in the NBA for all that matters. Proficiency still 4.5 balanced. We could be a 4.5 defense as well. Like I said, this team should be good. Let's go ahead though and simulate this third and final season, hopefully, and hopefully win this championship, baby. We're back for a third time, and we are the first seed once again, but now we got the Chicago Bulls to play. So looking at the player stats one last time, hopefully 23 points, 21, 16, 15, 14, 13, 8, 7, 3, and 0. So here we go, man. Going up against the Chicago Bulls, who have a pretty good team in their own right, but hopefully we're able to just kind of take them down here. Does DeRozan still exist? He does. Okay. So somebody come around against Chicago. No AFC upsets here, please. And we beat them in 5. Okay, thank the Lord. So now we get to play Toronto, which we made a big trade with them earlier. So definitely interested to kind of see how this is going to go. I'm definitely going to be ready to click the stop button, though. Somebody come around. And, all right, I'm stopping it. 3-2 for them, not for us. Damn, okay. Well, if we lose here again, then maybe I should have rethought this whole video, and I probably should have traded Simmons earlier. But hey, it's all good. So can we force them back to Philadelphia and not lose here, and maybe I won't look stupid? Come on, 2K, can you do me that favor? Nope, not gonna happen today. It's just screw me, I guess. All right, well, that sucks. Okay, well, I probably should have traded Ben Simmons, huh? Wow, this team just could not do anything. Okay, well, 120 to 149. We could not get it done, even with putting the best team I feel like I ever could have around Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. So, moral of the story, Philadelphia, please just trade Ben Simmons already. Thank you guys for watching. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace.